Alright everybody, welcome back to another turn of Operation Tirpitz. This is going to be turn 15, July 1943 for the Italians. Once again, before we get started, let's do some housekeeping. This one, if you'll remember from my German video, I kind of fumbled through the buys. I had messed up some of my math before doing the turn, and then as I was going through the turn, I kind of realized that, but wasn't sure I had messed it up yet. Long story short, immediately after I posted my turn, I announced to the rest of my play group, so they already knew this. This isn't a new thing. One of these advanced mech infantry was not able to be purchased. I didn't have the money for it, and instead the German bank goes up by 1 IPP to 85, and that is the board state as should legally exist. Okay, let's get into the Italian turn. I rolled the tech off screen using the Dice Maiden bot and got a hit of 8 on LRA. Alright, for buys, I'm declaring 2 advanced artillery for 8, leaving me at 10. Two airborne for 6. 1 militia for 2, and 1 militia upgrade for 2, clearing me out. Okay, for combats, this one's going to be relatively short, only have 3 to declare, 2 of them are uncontested. From Tobruk, both the airborne are being picked up by either a transport plane or a strategic bomber. The strategic bomber is flying to Albania and annexing. The Italian airborne that is using the transport plane is going to Cyprus and capturing that uncontested. So Albania and Cyprus are captured. Which should lower the British income by 1 and increase the Italian by 1. And then the last combat to declare is just port raiding. This submarine, or this transport again, I'm throwing everything I have at it this last turn. If it doesn't die, then I guess it deserves to live. So I have 1 round of combat with 2 6s and 2 7s. And none of these hit. I'm amazed. Okay, we did get some hits. And that is all of the combat complete. I am actually going to do 1 more combat. I always forget the sub-rating. I'm going to raid with these 2 subs so that there's still a raiding line on the British convoys and he doesn't get the bonus IPPs. So the left die will be the submarine, right die will be the convoy at +3, the submarine is +1, and the hit 2 is for the anti-submarine warfare. First sub gets killed, and second sub does 7 minus 5, 2 damage, and does not die. So the British lose 2 IPPs, and I'm going to put the damage on the Mediterranean line just because I can. Okay. So that is that. Okay, so non-combats, there's a relatively decent number of them. First off, everything from Lower Egypt is flying back into Tobruk. The fighters and the tactical bombers, never even took them out, but they just flew to Suez to kill the transport and then flew back. Cyprus and Albania are also just returning to Tobruk. And then the naval transport from Gibraltar is moving into M3. And then the 2 naval transports in M3 are picking up 4 airborne and then moving to M4 and depositing the airborne in Tobruk. Okay. And then both of those are going to go in port in Tripoli. I'm just going to steal that. I'm not using it anywhere anymore up there. Also, as part of the non-combat movement, one destroyer from M8 is going in port in Tripoli, and one battleship and one destroyer from M8 are going into Gibraltar in port. So what remains in M8 is one light cruiser, two destroyers, and one TBD. Okay. From Actinitz, the transport plane is flying 1, 2, 3, 4 and landing in northern Italy. Just staying there. Oh man, I just realized a move I could have made that I had some plans that I thought wouldn't work out, but they would have, so this turn could have gone differently. Oh well. Okay. And then from Sicily, medium bomber and seaplane are flying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to Western Germany. And from northern Italy also, one advanced artillery and one airborne are railing to Bulgaria. And the infantry is railing to Istanbul. And that should be all the non-combats complete. So let's go to the placement. Relatively little to do here. The 4 units that can be built at a factory, or that must be built at a factory, are built in northern Italy. 2 advanced artillery and 2 airborne. 1 militia is being built in Transjordan. And 1 militia upgrade is being built in Gibraltar. Covering all of the declared purchases. For the collect income, I have a base income of 14 now, plus the 4 IPCs of wartime bonus for clearing the Med and owning Gibraltar. So Italy should be at 18 for next turn, and it's ready to pass off to Deathadist for the KMT and American turn. Best of luck!